Today, we step into the emotionally rich and profoundly introspective world of Yasunari Kawabata's novel, Beauty and Sadness. Originally published in Japan long before its US release in 1975, this novel is a striking meditation on love, memory, and the enduring scars of the past. The story begins on December 29th, as Oki Toshio, a 54-year-old writer, travels to Kyoto to hear the New Year's Eve bells. This tradition, which he has previously experienced only through radio broadcasts, carries deep personal significance. But Oki's journey is not solely about nostalgia. It is also about confronting his past. In Kyoto lives Ueno Otoko, a woman with whom he had a tragic affair 24 years earlier. At 16, Otoko bore Oki's child, a daughter who died shortly after birth. This devastating loss, coupled with Oki's status as a married man, irrevocably shaped Otoko's life. Now, an accomplished painter living in a temple guest house, she shares her life with her young protege, Keiko Sakami. When Oki contacts Otoko, their reunion is not the intimate moment he may have hoped for. Instead, Otoko receives him in the company of Keiko and two young geisha, adding layers of complexity and tension that ripple throughout the novel. As the story unfolds, Kawabata reveals the profound and lasting impact of the past. Oki and Otoko's shared history is inescapable, influencing their present emotions and interactions. The narrative delves into Otoko's turbulent past, including her attempted suicide and Oki's involvement in her recovery. For Oki, these memories are not just distant recollections. They are visceral and ever-present. Keiko, an enigmatic and compelling figure, adds further depth to the story. Her devotion to Otoko is intense, almost obsessive, and she harbors a strong resentment toward Oki for the suffering he caused. Her presence introduces themes of jealousy, rivalry, and revenge, complicating the already fragile balance between the characters. Kawabata masterfully weaves together several themes that give the novel its haunting depth. The novel's title, Beauty and Sadness, encapsulates its essence. Moments of exquisite beauty are often laced with sorrow, emphasizing the transient nature of happiness. The events of previous decades still shape Oki and Otoko's present, proving that time does not easily erase deep emotional wounds. From the passionate but tragic relationship between Oki and Otoko, to the ambiguous, possibly romantic bond between Otoko and Keiko, Kawabata examines love in its many forms, familial, obsessive, and destructive. Both Oki, as a novelist, and Otoko, as a painter, use their art to process their emotions. Oki's novel, A Girl of 16, based on his affair with Otoko, has deeply impacted all involved, including his own wife, Fumiko. Otoko's paintings, in turn, serve as an emotional outlet, blending both her pain and longing into her work. Keiko's anger toward Oki and Fumiko's lingering jealousy over his past affair fuel much of the novel's tension, illustrating the destructive potential of these emotions. Kawabata's storytelling is marked by restraint and subtlety, allowing unspoken emotions and delicate nuances to drive the narrative. The evocative descriptions of Kyoto's landscapes, temples, and seasonal shifts mirror the characters' inner turmoil. The symbolism of the New Year's Eve bells and Otoko's art deepens the novel's emotional resonance. Otoko and Keiko's relationship remains one of the novel's most intriguing elements. Their bond is intense, perhaps romantic, yet tinged with dependency and manipulation. Keiko's interactions with both Oki and his son Taichiro further complicate the intricate web of relationships. Beyond the personal entanglements, Beauty and Sadness examines the far-reaching consequences of Oki's past actions, not only on Otoko, but also on his marriage to Fumiko and their children's lives. Fumiko's reaction to Oki's novel and her complex feelings about Otoko add another layer of emotional depth. Rather than relying on dramatic twists, Beauty and Sadness offers a deeply psychological exploration of love, loss, and memory. Kawabata's masterful prose and nuanced character portrayals create a haunting and unforgettable reading experience. The novel invites reflection on the fleeting nature of beauty, the lingering effects of sorrow, and the intricate contradictions of the human heart. For those who appreciate exquisitely written prose and insightful explorations of human relationships, Beauty and Sadness is a must-read. This ends today's episode of Book View. Join us next time as we explore another compelling literary work. Until then, happy reading.